In the previous video we have discussed about plugin. So now let's start moving forward in the WordPress. Again, I have turned my system off, so now I will start from the beginning. So again, this same procedure: start button, XAMPP, XAMPP control panel. You just click it. Once you click it, you will see a control panel opening through, and here it is my XAMPP control panel. So I will start the Apache server, and I will start the MySQL database as well. So once that is done, I can access my WordPress. So let's access the WordPress. So what is my folder name? Please let me know. That is localhost / tutorial. So this is my folder name of the WordPress. So again, this will open my WordPress as a like customer view, but I want another view, that is admin view. Right click, duplicate, and in the previous time we want one more extension called wp-admin, so that we can open the admin panel. So admin panel, here it is. So my ID and my password I entered and press the enter button. So here it is, my dashboard came to picture. Now in this particular session, in this particular part, we are learning about the post. Okay, the post. On the left hand side, we have covered the plugin section. So in here we will go for the post. Okay, so again we will also learn how to add category in WordPress. So what is category? Category is like it is used to indicate section of your site, different section of your site. Okay, or group related to post. Let's say you are writing a blog for food, your food and travel blogger. So for food you can make a category, for travel you can make a category, and for food part you can assign the food category, for travel part you can assign the travel category. So we can we can distribute the content accordingly. Okay, so it is very convenient way to organize the different kinds of posts. So in the left panel of WordPress, you can see that there is an option, like WordPress menu, there is an option called category. Okay, first let's go to the category section. So here the category page is displayed as shown in the view. Here the category. So first one is uncategorized, means the one category is available, that is called uncategory. So what is here? Add a new category. So right now we want to add a new category. So let's input the name of the category. Okay, so it may be unique, right? It may be unique. As I told, I want a food category, food. Let's say I'm a food blogger, so I will add a food category. Then comes slug. So what is a slug? It is a word. Okay, slug is a word chosen to describe your post. It is a word chosen to describe a post or URL friendly of the name. Okay, maybe it's food blogger. Okay, but here it will go like this. Here it will go like this. Okay, so it is a URL friendly option. Okay, but I don't want this for right now. I want only food. Then what is the parent category? Because we are creating a first category over here, there is no such parent category available. So parent category, if I mention that parent category means, like say, let's say you are a food blogger. So inside food, you have created a food category. Food and travel blogger, you have created two categories. One is food, another is travelable. Inside food, again you want to distribute something like vegetarian food, non-vegetarian food. So you can create subcategory and make the parent as food. Okay, so this will simplify and arrange the things. Now description, if you want some description about this particular category, you can write it over there. Then once you do, I don't want to do right now, you can add new category. Click this button to add new category. Okay, now after clicking add new category, you can see that the created category, I have created the category name food, that is available on the right side. Okay, so this is how we can create a category. So I will create another, that is a travel. Again, travel, don't want any parent, don't want any description. So here travel is also available right now. Now if you want to edit the category, you can edit it, right? You can edit it pressing here. Okay, after, otherwise you can delete it over here. There is a delete button also available. No, if I click the category option, as you know, there are first option on category, it was previously there. I have added two category. I can edit it, quick edit it, delete or view the particular categories. Now the next part, why we are creating the category, to make all the posts synchronized, right? So what is the next step of our next step is to add new post in the WordPress. Okay, so what is post? Post are also known as article, or sometimes referred as blog, or sometimes blog post. These are used to popularize blog. Okay, you want to write something, you can write it in the post section. Okay, it will be term as blog, it will be term as article, anything you want. Okay, it will be term as news again. So what you can click over the post. In the post, after post, if you click the all post section, you can see that whatever posts are there previously, those will be listed over here. Right now you see only hello world, it is a default post available for WordPress, that is only available over here. Now click on the post, then here add new. If you want to add new, then you will be starting a new post. Okay, so in this step 2, in the next step, you will get the editor page. This is my editor page. You can use the WordPress editor. This is the WordPress editor to add the content of your post. Okay, this is the editor is called WYSIWYG editor. Okay, maybe it is the interview question. The particular editor is called WYSIWYG editor because every functionality, every alteration you can get over the particular post. So again, all post, add new. I want to add a post, I can add, right? My past blog on food. Okay, I want, because this is a food blog, you can see this is a food blog. So in the right hand side option, you can check the format. I will tell you later. You can, in the category section, you can assign the category as food. Okay, the particular blog is assigned as food blog. Now in the description part, you can write heading, you can write subheading, something like that. Okay, heading I want to keep like this. Select the heading, make it as heading 1, operates to be heading 4. Then it is the paragraph. Hello world. It is the paragraph. Make it as paragraph. Okay, heading, make it as little bit bigger size. This is, make it as of paragraph. Okay, so here you can do. Now I have assigned it as a 4 category. Now let's publish it. In the right side option, in the right side over here, you can see option called status. Status is currently for the particular post. Let's say we run the post over here. This is my post. Okay, so currently on the right side, you can see the status as published. Okay, that means the particular post is published. Visibility is also at published. You can use like private or password protected, status also publish or pending review or draft. Okay, save as draft means it will not get published until you make it publish button. Okay, so let's say you are writing a blog post and you are somewhere in between and you have to go and you have to continue it tomorrow. Then you can save it as a draft and you can continue tomorrow, so that it will not, the halfway of blog will not get posted over WordPress for a live website. Okay, so draft is that pending review. If you are an author, you want to review the things, you can use the pending review status. Okay, so it looks like this. Published, when it is published, the published date. Okay, the date and time of the publish. So now if I want to go to post section, all post, here you can see again one more post has been added. Previously there was a post called hello world. Now recently, before some time, I have added one more post. That post is called food my first blog on food. Okay, so here, as you know, you can edit it, you can quick edit it, you can trace it, or you can view it. View means if we click it, view, you can view the particular, you can view the particular post. Okay, it is not looking that much of great, but we can customize it, and we will do it later as well. Okay, so it is our view page. If we make it as trash, it will get deleted. Okay, it will go to trash. Trash is otherwise called bin. Bin is otherwise called recycle bin. So it will not get directly removed from your WordPress. It will go to your trash, and from there you have to delete if you permanently want to delete, or else you can recover it back. The quick edit section, if you click quick edit, so in the quick edit section there are some quick functionalities are given to you, so that you can change without going inside the blog post. You can change some quick settings over there. Okay, so like the titles, the date, password, status, change of status, and okay. Now press the if you want to edit, like, because this is a published article, I want to edit something, I want to click it edit option. So in the edit option, again you got all the functionality over here, so you can change something, and press the update button, so that the particular blog page will get updated. So coming back to all posts, here the hello world, I don't want the particular default blog post, hello world will be there. So what I can do is, I want to remove it, I want to delete the particular post. So what I can do, as I told, you need to press the trash button. I click the trash button. So again, all or published, in the published section you can see one blog post is available. So in the trash, now a trash option is added. In the trash you can see task, you can see that there is a blog post hello world. So here you got two other options. One is restore back. If you accidentally delete it, then you can restore the particular blog back, or else you can delete it permanently. As you know, bulk action is there, we have already studied bulk action. You can do the bulk action as studied earlier, but right now I want to delete it, so I will press the delete permanently, and you will see that the trash option have went away, and only I have the blog available, that is my first blog on food. Now coming to this tag question, what is a tag? Tag means the particular tag are usually used somewhere, like let's say we are doing a SEO. Okay, we are doing SEO. We want our blog post to rank somewhere in the search engine like Google, Yahoo, Bing. So we want to tag some particular words, like for that includes, like in food blog, let's say I include chicken, so I can include a tag called chicken. So probably it will get a chance to search engine, that it will rank for a term called chicken, as well as it will rank for your food blog title. So that is called a tag. Here you can do the same thing, name of the tag, slug of the tag, description, add a new tag. Again, you can assign the tag over here. If you go to all posts, or you want to create a new post, I want to create a new post for right now. So I want to create a new post, I want to assign something. So my second blog on food. So here testing is my description. So here you will find the option called save draft as told earlier, and another option is preview. Another option is preview. So if you click the preview without publishing, without saving it, let's say I click the preview button. How my page will look if I click the preview button. So right now we are in the preview stage. So the particular changes we have did here is not saved. We just previewed it, and if you want any changes we can do it. If you don't want any changes you can publish it. So as I am here to again tell you that I want to assign the food category for this because it is a blog on food. I want to assign some tag. Here you can add here the tag as your on your own, or else the tags that we have added over here, those will be visible over here. Choose from that list and you can choose those tags. Okay, let's say I want a tag called chicken, and I can add the tag over here. And similarly you can add multiple tags. Now publish. Now you go to all posts and you can see that there are two posts available. One is my first blog on food, second is my second blog on food. Very simple. Now the next part that we will learn is media. Next part that we learn is media. So what is media is all about. So in media you can see it is called a media, and here it is called a library. So altogether it is called a media library. It consists of images, audio, video, file that you can upload to your WordPress. Images, audio, video, file that you can upload to your WordPress website. So media library consists of images, audio, video, file that you can upload and add to the content when writing. Okay, let's say we are writing a blog post. Inside blog post we want an image. That image we can upload it and we can link in the particular blog post so that the particular image will be visible on the blog post. Very simple. Here you can view the particular image, video or audio, add, edit, delete any media related object if you want to do. Okay, so following are the, like I will tell you the steps to manage to understand media library. Okay, so here it is. I am inside the media library option. Then if you want to add library, add new. If you want to add new, here you can find that you can upload a media. Okay, maximum upload size is 60 for now, for right now, for my position. You can add any media over there. So let's say I want to add it. I want to add a particular media. Let's say I want to add it. I added it. Okay, I added the particular media. So here you can see my media is listed. I want to add another, like I want to add multiple. We can do it. 1, 2. Here you can see that multiple posts are added. So once you click over the post, you can change the alternative text. You can put the alternative text. Alternative text means if the images is not visible under any condition, the alternative text will be replacing over the image. Okay, for any condition, if the image will not appear, not visible at that time, the alternate text will be visible, so that the end user will know that this must be a photo of a particular person. This may be a photo of a particular thing. Okay, so something like if you want to put a lion's image, so in the lion's image you put alternative text as lion. Okay, so that the end user at any condition, end user at time of that image is not visible, he will guess that yes, this is a image of a lion. Okay, the title of the particular image, or you can say the name of the particular image, caption, description. If you want, like if you want to add some description for the particular thing, you can do it. Okay, you can edit the image. crop, rotate left, rotate right, flip vertical, flip horizontal, undo, redo, cancel, save, image crop option, apply to all image. So very much deep understanding, deep photo editing option is also available over there. As you know, then edit view attachment page, edit more detail. If you want to edit it more, you can edit it. Okay, alternative text caption, you can do it. Then coming back, if you want to delete it permanently, you can delete it. So let's say I want to delete it, I will click delete button. It asks, do you want, because there is a no trash option here, so for that reason it gives us a notice that do you really want to remove the particular media. If you press yes, then it will be removed. Okay, so in this left side you can see that there is filter option is also the types of visibility you want. Okay, you want it arranged in a row wise format, you want arrays in a gallery wise format, you can do it by clicking those kind of filter. Now, do you want like more filter? Do you want to see all the image, all the media file over? Because it is a new website, that's why there is only two media. So let's assume that this particular website is about 1 year of old, then you will find somehow around 1000, 2000 of media. That time it will be difficult for you to filter. So here it shows all media item, but I want only images. So if you filter images, image will be visible. If you filter audio, audio will be visible. If you filter video, video will be visible. Accordingly, you can arrange. Accordingly, you can filter the item. Now, like that, again you have a filter option available, date wise, calendar wise filter option available, so that you can filter out whatever media you have added. You can filter out them, and if once you filter out, you can see, you can check, edit, use those media as per your like. So this is called the grid view, and this is called the list view. Grid view and list view. Again, coming to the grid view, one more option that is left called our search bar. In the search bar, you can search the particular media you want. The particular search will be visible like for this media library only. If you have an image, video, or any media having older than 2 years, 1 year, and you are not finding it anywhere, that time what will do, you will come to here in the search box, you can type search. In the search option, you can type search and you will get the particular media. So coming back again to the particular post, I want to add one more post. I want to add one more post. So my third food blog, third time testing, and I want to include a particular media. So here you can include a particular media, just giving you sample, just giving you example how to add media inside WordPress using from media library. Okay, so now in this particular inside the text called third time testing, I want image. So any image for now, add media, you can add images from searching from Google, searching from anywhere, you can upload, you can drag the file over here. Or else, let's say the media library, if you think that I have two options available in the media library, let's see that I will choose this particular image to be displayed in my blog. So here it is. Here it is. Now if you click, you have got plenty of more options: align left, align center, align right, again align left, and here no alignment option. If you want to edit it, you can edit it as well. Okay. The particular edit option that is available in the media library, you can edit that as well. Now the next function is drag and drop to make the size larger or smaller. Drag and drop to make the size larger or smaller. Here you can see. Then I have option called undo as well. Control Z undo as well. So after the image I want to write something. Before the image I want to write something. Here you can write something. And after the image you want to write something. Here the text that I want to add. Okay, so now this is, let's imagine this is the third food blog, and I will again ask food, and I will use the tag that is already there. Tag is ch, yeah, second. Okay, add, and category also I have added, publish it. Now this time we will see the particular blog. Here you can right click and see, or else you can come to all post, and my third food block, right click, view it. In the my third food block, you can see that the image is also added in here. The image is also added in here. So this will help you to get professionally or multimedia blog post, to write multimedia blog post.